everybody. Tonight we're down in my basement utility closet and it is cold in here. I just heard on the radio today, one of the announcers had a pipe burst in his house, and it gave me the great idea to go ahead and give y'all a heads up on what to do if you need to shut off your water. So you might see some things that are a little bit different than your house, but for the most part, everything is going to be close to the same. So I'm going to give you a quick tour, show you around. We're also going to go visit upstairs in the bathroom. Sometimes you need to shut off the faucets in the bathroom or the kitchen, or even shutting off your the toilet. Say your kids threw something down there they shouldn't and it's running and overflowing. You want to be able to turn that water off so it doesn't make a bigger mess than it has to. So we're going to start the big things. This is our furnace. And these black pipes here, this is our gas. We have gas. If you have electric, you'll have a big power cord plugged in somewhere. And you can see the black gas pipe. This goes to the water heater here. The copper, and we actually have plastic piping in here. If you have an older house, you probably have all copper. Or if you have a really old house, you might even have lead pipes, but you should probably be aware of that if you had a home inspection or something like that. They should be able to tell you that. This is the exhaust going out from the water heater for the gas. And then I'm going to go ahead and step around to the other side so I can get close up and show you where all the different pipes are. We're going to go back, our main water back here, and show you where we shut that off. So I'm zoomed out as far as I can, and hopefully you can see this. So you can see here, see this yellow guy right here? That's actually the shutoff for the gas line. If we needed to do something maintenance with the water heater or something like that, that would be our shutoff valve there. There's one up here on the furnace as well. And this pipe coming up that's not attached to anything, this is a PVC, this white. It's called PVC pipe, and it just kind of goes down. It's actually a drain. It goes all the way down there. So the guy that built our house is really cool, and he did a lot of extra things. So back in this dark corner here, you can see this really big hose coming up out of the ground, and that's our main water line. And usually they are down in the ground. You might see them up near the ceiling as well, but they usually come in through the ground, and that's because if they're buried deep enough, as the water's flowing through those pipes, it's not going to freeze. So you want to kind of look around and find out where your main water comes in, and right there you can see that is the main house water shutoff. If we needed to shut the water off for everything in the house, that's where we would do it. And then as it comes up, you can see here's another shutoff that goes out to a spigot. And we actually, if you want to, oops, sorry. If you want to come up and go around and back down, my husband put in, we've got really hard water here, so he put in a water filter and a softener, and this actually filters and softens the whole house. But then it goes back up, and you can come down and see this guy right here coming into the water heater. This is the shut off if we needed to, again, to do maintenance on the water heater itself. That's where it would come in. And then it actually splits off up at the top. There's the one that comes down. There you go. There's my finger. The one that comes down into the water heater. You can see up at the T, that one going out. That's the cold water for the house. So you come down to the water heater, and then you can go back up and see that one going back up, and then it splits off. There's a big jumble of pipes up there that runs all the water to the rest of the house. So again, we can shut off down here the main water, down there, up, this shuts off the spigots outside, and then up and around, there is in here, and then back up to the water heater. And like I said, yours will probably be a little bit different, and especially if you don't have the filter and the water softener in there. But again, it'll be something similar that you will have these shut-off valves near your main water input. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go upstairs and show you the shut-offs in our powder room. I'll be back in a minute. We're coming into our powder room now, and there's two places I want to show you. And the first is under the cabinet here. And if I open this up, you can see there's two in here, and they're a little bit different. The ones downstairs, the big handles, that's either an on or an off. You turn it 90 degrees and it turns the water off. These are more like a screw, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, turn it to the right or clockwise to shut the water off, turn it to the left to turn it back on. But you'll have one hot and one cold down there. And then, which I think is more important, is the toilet, because if that's overflowing, you certainly want to get that turned off so you don't have nasty toilet water. But back behind there, you should have a pipe coming up out of the ground, and then a shut-off valve there, and then the hose that goes up to your toilet tank. And you would, again, the same as the ones under the sink, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and that would be it to turn that water off. All right, let's go over to underneath the kitchen sink. So here we are under the kitchen sink, and as you can see, there's a lot more going on under here. We've got both a dishwasher and a garbage disposal. So if you're not familiar, I got the cat's laser pointer. Hopefully he doesn't show up, but this is the garbage disposal here, this big black monster. You can see it connects up here to the sink, and then coming in here from the side, this is the hoses, both the drain and the feed and the electrical for the dishwasher. So we've got coming out again, two pipes, and you can see this one is actually split. So if you needed to turn off just the dishwasher, you could turn this one off, or just the sink, you could turn this one off. And then on the other side, this one goes up to the sink. And I know it's kind of unrelated, but this right here, this is called your sink trap. So if you ever accidentally drop, a ring or something down, these actually unscrew. We're lucky that way. We've got a quick unscrew. Usually you can check in here if you don't run a whole bunch of water, and things will get stuck right down in here, and you can just go ahead and pull that off. So I hope this was useful. If you want, you can send me a picture if you're not sure what in your house is what, and I can respond and let you know. All right, thanks.